First of all, I'm tempted at this point to recommend, because of so many complaints, and so the old question of who's a reporter, who should be on the street, I'd like to get your reactions to a proposal I'm seriously considering, and that is eliminating all press credentials issued by the police department, just doing away with it. What would you think of our just getting out of the business entirely of press credentials, license plates, everything? We're out of it. And we're just going to close a crime scene based purely on investigative need. And then reporters, you know, you're from a big newspaper, you're a little newspaper, you're from a website, doesn't make any difference. You're just like anybody else.
That's really detrimental to these small publications. You don't have the press credential, you don't have the accent, you know, what else you have? You know, you're gonna be there unarmed. And again, this is again part of the monopolizing the media system. You know, you only cater or you only serve the big ones, the top dog publications. What's gonna be the credential would be if you are working for less than 10,000 and you're not gonna have that, you know. So in the end, it's biased, it's totally unfair, and this immigrant communities that they serve will be totally disenfranchised.
It's always a very big problem to us to renew our credentials because they always give hard time. You know, they can ask for whatever information they want, even ask you to bring your passport and your visa. Well, I think that's over, right? Because we are legally working here. Why we have to show the passport or something, right? But we cannot, you know, we can never protest because our credential is on their hand. So both of us never renew it. So we just use the past due one.
There's always a misunderstanding between the precinct and the local newspaper to us, because first thing, they can't read our newspaper because it's in a different language. That's the first thing. And if we are, let's say, not even a New York Post, maybe just a regular English newspapers, at least they can, oh, I know what you're writing. You're being honest or something, or you're telling the truth. At least you're not taking any sides. But they don't understand. They don't know what's going on in your newspaper. It's what from other people who know Chinese to tell them. And as I said before, from the translating part, something's always missing. And then even if we tell them, oh, we wrote something about blah, 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 it's not like they're going to take it wholeheartedly. They will listen to their friends, colleagues, families, rather than you, probably, unless you become friends with them. So that's actually one of the causes of why we can't get along. And I think
my credential was taken away.
Yeah.
At a crime scene. Because I was trying to get closer. They put a yellow tag in a very big area, you know, including the crime scene, and I would try to get closer to just get a closer shot. And a police officer from housing warned me 3 times. And because I'm a reporter, I was assigned to take photo, and he was assigned to get me away. I tried 3 times, and in the end, he took away my press credential. And I was trying to explain, you know, you can just give it back to me. I go, but he just sent it back to DCPI, and from that, I lost my credential. They told me the credential is in the local precinct. I called precinct. They say it's already in DCPI, and every time deal with DCPI, that was really bad experience. So after that, I used the credential from my company, like reserve the pass or something.
And I have to reiterate this: the ramification of this is that these immigrant communities are gonna be spectators again. They're not going to be they're not direct participants of the political process or economic discourses. they're just gonna be there waiting for whatever the mainstream society would feed them. And it's a shame because 45% of the residents in New York City are foreign born. Isn't it ironic that you somehow marginalize these communities, that consist a bigger portion of the pie? So I totally don't agree with that, and that should be totally changed.